Yeah, so I basically youngin' in the warehouse talking about he getting paid $17.50. I told him I'm still at 17, so what you finna do with that? Started acting crazy, so I had to wail on him. I mad back shots on him, bro. Beat him the fuck up.
Hey, yo. You hear this, man? This elusive vocabulary is unproportional.
Nah, that's crazy, yo. That's crazy.
I don't do that pause game, bro. I was raised different. I'm not even thinking about shit like that. Y'all niggas think about that shit. Y'all got some problems. Me, I'm solid. So anyway, like I was saying, I had him up in my arms, yo, just pounding on him.
Oh, nah.
Okay, you hear him, right? That's not just me.
What I'm supposed to do, I ain't gonna let a nigga pound on me. I spent a lot of time in the pen. I ain't got no problem giving it to a nigga, you feel me?
Okay, he's doing this on purpose. He's doing this on purpose.
I get down, man. I'm an OG with it. Yeah, so anyways, had to get home to my husband the other day. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Monday is Mine. I am Big Hallelujah, and me and you go together like Kris Jenner and the devil, like Kylie Jenner and surgery, like Khloe Kardashian and I don't know, ruining black men. Let's get right into it today, man. Let's have some fun. I'm a Bengals fan. You guys know this. You've been making fun of me for it. I've been tormented. I've been made fun of. I've been bullied. I've taken the scarlet letter, or in this case, the orange bee on my back, and been crucified and resurrected on his last day. And in this point in time, my resurrection is Joe Flacco and Aaron Rodgers having an Unk Bowl. Two old motherfuckers that, if we're being completely honest, probably shouldn't be here anymore, playing each other on motherfucking Thursday night football. And I'm gonna be honest with you, going into it, I was a little scared. Said, damn, we're gonna lose to the Steelers. And that's gonna suck, because the Steelers fans gonna love to talk shit. Bengals, nobody cares about the Steelers. You, Mike Tomlin, and your devil magic and the shit that y'all pull off to go above 500 and always have winning seasons but don't really do nothing. Nobody cares, all right? We're putting into this right now. You niggas have Aaron Rodgers. That was never meant to happen. Just like we were never meant to have Joe Flacco. If you would have told me this shit back in 2009, that Joe Flacco would be slinging darts to my star receiver on the Bengals, I probably would have been like, hey, your ass stupid. And here we are. Here we are, because the Browns, for some reason, gave the Bengals a quarterback when we didn't have one. And now they are also still ass, and I don't really understand that move. But Joe Flacco was slinging that bitch. Joe Flacco went out there and said, you know what? What if we just threw the ball at Jamar Chase 24 times? Surely he'll catch it, right? And it worked. Holy shit. Zach Taylor finally figured it out that if you okay. Like, I was about to get up because it sounded like it came from behind me. Yeah, I was about to take off. I was like, something to infiltrate. It got close enough. Like, I don't even need to see what it is. Back to regular scheduled programming before I was really interrupted by the fucking ghost of Kazulu, nigga, and fucking Jakob summoning the white man to destroy me. No offense. Zach Taylor finally figured out that if you throw the ball at Jamar Chase enough times, you'll probably win the game. Despite the fact that we don't have a defense, they stood up. Let's be real. The defense stood up at a time, and then they fell right back down. Like, they got 2 picks, and I was like, oh shit. And then they let them niggas put up 30 points anyway. So the defense, I don't know. We have our ups, we have our moments. But Joe Flacco ended up winning the Unk Bowl. Yeah. And what I found to be really funny about this is that historically, Mike Tomlin has been very afraid of Joe Flacco. At a time when Joe Flacco was a backup to Mr. Anthony Richardson, Mike Tomlin said, hey, let's keep Anthony Richardson upright, guys. Don't injure that nigga. Do not let Joe Flacco come onto this field. Joe Flacco came on the field and threw 2 touchdowns. And then he said, I don't know why the Browns would trade Joe Flacco to the Bengals when they don't have a quarterback. I don't understand how that works. He's your season starter quarterback, but you trade him to a division rival who doesn't have one. Why would you do that? And then Mike Tomlin lost to Joe Flacco. It's crazy. He knew it was going to happen before it happened. What is his fear against this white man? On to other news. If you're not tapped into the internet, I'm about to tap you in. Pause. Maybe. Not sure. So you watch streamers. You know what Twitch is. If you don't know what Twitch is, it's that thing Cosnat be really loud on to millions of people and ruining the youth. There was a convention known as TwitchCon. They throw it like every year. A bunch of streamers and stuff come together and they, show out and be friends with people. And it's never been good. I'm gonna be so honest with you. There's a controversy every year. Something happens every year. It's never been great. And so here we are in this big 2025 and it's not great again. EMIRU, a streamer, a nice young lady. She's very cool. She plays video games on stream. Doesn't really do anything to anybody negatively. She's a nice person. She's doing a meet and greet with her fans to meet her fans. And some fucking, absolute lame, criminal, scum, whack ass nigga, crosses over through like 4 booths and security guards, gets to her and tries to like force her to kiss him. It's nastiness. It's nastiness all around. And then you get to how Twitch handled this. Now, Twitch sucks. Twitch is bad. The CEO is a gooner. It's proven. There's a clip out there. You probably can Google it and find it. He's one of them. So he's not, the company itself is pretty ass. He is the goon. He is one of the gooners. He's one of the niggas that crossed over. He just happens to own the company. So they let the guy go. Right? He walked away from this situation completely scot-free. Then it comes out they actually banned EMIRU's favorite security guard because last year, because this happened to her last year, he grabbed a stalker by the arm and held him for the police. So they banned that nigga. They banned the security guard for being secure. And then I hate to laugh. It's not funny, y'all. The next year, it happens again. And there's the security guard. Look, you need to get them rapper security guards. Get them niggas. Get them niggas from the street that's gonna beat the fuck out of nigga, and then you gotta pay for it later. Cause that's what you need right now. We need Big Herm over there. That's what we need. We need them niggas from Zeus that they be having to blur their faces out sometimes because them niggas got active cases. That's what you need to break that up. Cause you see when they was on the other show, the other baddie show with the niggas instead, it's like the Bad Boys or whatever. I don't know. And one of them niggas is scary. I don't remember his name, but he's big. He's big and he be punching the fuck out of niggas. They be breaking that up. I wouldn't break that up. So you need them niggas because they willing to jump in between 2 titans and get mauled. That's what you need. TwitchCon needs security guards that's gonna spear the fuck out of niggas. Them niggas that be stopping the streakers at the football games. Get Cam Chancellor. I guarantee you, one Cam Chancellor hit would shut all that shit up. Nobody's doing anything else once they see a motherfucker get fucking boom by the Legion of Boom and die right there on the spot. This shit is over with. It'll never happen again. I promise you. Right now, you got niggas getting shoved lightly and then letting them go home. Beat this nigga up, man. Stomp him out, bro. Get rid of this man. But yeah, no, Twitch sucks, man. The CEO's ass. He's a gooner, man. And he be talking to T-Pain. No disrespect to T-Pain. No disrespect to T-Pain. On to brighter news. The NBA season is about to start. You know what the fuck I'm on. All that bullshit y'all talking about football, I don't give a fuck, nigga. The NBA season is about to start. The Knicks are the #1 seed in the East. There's nobody in the East that can threaten my regime. The Celtics are gone. Jason Taylor talking about playing again this season. No, you won't, bucko. Sit your ass down. It's over. The Celtics are done. You got to watch Jaylen Brown dribble the ball and go to the worst side ever, over and over and over and over and over again. Al Horford is gone. You don't got that old bag of bones to bail you out. It's over, nigga. The Pistons, Cade Cunningham is really good at basketball. I said he was ass, but I was just saying that because we were in the playoffs against each other. But Cade Cunningham was good. The Magic, Paulo Banchero be sweating a lot, man. Ain't nobody worried about that. Ain't nobody worried about that. Ooh, man, I'm about to be so annoying. If you're a Knicks fan, you got to be annoying with me. If you're a Knicks fan, like this shit right now. We about to be so fucking aggravating, bro. The Cavs, ass. We own them niggas. The Cavs suck. Donovan Mitchell is lucky he married to Coco Jones, man. Or I would say some crazy things. I would get buck wild in here, man. But Darius Garland, you are not safe. Darius Garland, you are not safe, man. Darius Garland is butt. I'm willing to go. Hey, we smoking the Cavs, bro. Them niggas ass. #1 seed in the East, New York Knicks, baby. Jordan Clarkson off the bench. Jalen born to play basketball. Brunson. Big Cat. We are so lit. OG Anunoby. Mikal. The Bridges. Josh. My heart. It's over. Rest in peace, Tom Thibodeau, man. He died. Other news, the Joe Budden podcast, which I declared Pod Wars on long ago, but I don't know. We haven't done a Pod Wars in a long time because I haven't been filled with hate and vitriol. I've only been filled with laughter and happiness. Mark Lamont Hill is on the Joe Budden podcast, and so is a man named Queens Flip. I'm going to tell y'all right now, I don't like Queens Flip. And I understand that me saying that, the next time I go to New York, I might get jumped by 1,000 niggas. And I'm perfectly fine with that. I don't like Queens Flip. I have never liked Queens Flip. This nigga got on by flipping the cereal in the car over his son, listening to Annie Up. And before that, he was like sticking around battle rap like a leech. I don't like Queens Flip. And this argument was so funny. I don't care about what they were arguing about because I don't care about their interpersonal relations. Why it was funny is I've seen Mark Lamont Hill argue with literal racists, like actual like white supremacists, straight up extreme Zionists. I've seen him do it all. And I've never, ever seen this nigga get that riled up. And you know what did it? You gotta remember this nigga is old. You cannot call old niggas a sucker. You call an old nigga a sucker and he will shoot you dead in your face. Right there on the block, I promise you. Go call your granddad a sucker right now. See what he do to you, bro. It's a new level of strength that's gonna be unlocked. We don't have an insult to us that's that crazy to where we willing to die about this shit. You called a nigga a sucker or a jive turkey back then, nigga, the cardboard and the head spins and the boombox went away. They was ready to scrap. Niggas pulled a 38 special out, the snub nose, and started clicking on you, bro. They spit the razor out of their mouth and sliced you up for sucker and jive turkey. So he heard Queen's Flip call him a sucker. He said, well, to quote exactly, that's sucker shit. Mark said, yo, don't call me no sucker. Queen said, I'm not calling you a sucker. I'm saying that's sucker shit, which to me is calling a nigga a sucker. Let's go ahead and say that right now. If I say, yo, I'm not calling you a bitch, but you did some bitch shit, that's calling me a bitch, but you trying to lighten the load. Pause. But like, come on, son, we're not doing that. Calling a nigga a sucker and knowing that nigga is 40 and he take that shit deep to heart. You really could call a nigga mom a bitch and he would get mad at you. You call that nigga a sucker? Woo! Boy, it's on. Them niggas is on your head, man. It's over. I've never seen Mark ready to fight in my life. In my life. It was pandemonium in there. Also, very funny quote. I don't say tricky words. I say little words that's tricky to you. I thought that was a very funny quote from Mr. Mark Lamar Hill. And if I was Queen's Flip, I probably would have called him a sucker too. Cause you're not gonna make me feel that dumb. I gotta get something out of this. But go watch the Joe Budden podcast, everybody. Very funny. No, wait. Oh man, no, don't go watch my shit. Kirk Franklin, the father. Yo, you can say Kirk Franklin name and it's funny. And I don't know when that became that. I never used to laugh at Kirk Franklin name. Now I hear it and I laugh. Kirk Franklin, the father of that man that was on the male baddie show on Zeus Network. Also, he's a famous gospel singer. You know, that guy. Hosted a podcast with Jonathan Majors, NLE Choppa, Kev on Stage, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think Ray J was in there. Okay, now let me explain to you why none of them niggas need to ever be in the same room ever again. And we're very lucky that they didn't create a singularity that would have destroyed the entirety of the United States of America. Them niggas never need to link up ever again. There's nothing that they should do that requires those niggas to link up. Minus maybe Kev on Stage. But if we're being honest, the fact that Kev on Stage was there means that he is a part of that and he don't need to be there ever again. Them niggas is talking about God. That may be the most unholy thing I've ever seen in my life. That is a new cardinal sin. Thou shalt not link up with NLE Choppa, Jonathan Majors, Kev on Stage, and Ray J in the same room. That is on that. He etched that onto a tablet. He chiseled it. It's there. They should never be friends. Jonathan Majors kept bringing up Megan Good. Don't nobody care. No disrespect to Megan Good. Very pretty. Need that. Would, you know what I'm saying? But shut the fuck up, man. Nobody cares. And I say that because she be linking with lame niggas. And unfortunately, I'm just this much out of being a lame nigga, so I can't get with Megan Good. You feel me? NLE Choppa, none of these niggas have lived a life that you could say is Christ-like, right? No disrespect. No disrespect. Jonathan Majors is telling NLE Choppa, you ever read the Bible? Well, I would tell you to read it again. Nigga, you're not gonna check me on my readiness of the Bible, nigga. It's a book. You understand that we could both have two different interpretations of Christ? I'm not Christian, by the way. I'm just saying this is probably what I would say back to Jonathan Majors. I mean, I might be Christian. I don't know. This is probably what I would say back to Jonathan Majors. Also, I would tell that nigga, maybe you need to read it. Maybe you need to read it again, man. Because you got some shit going on, John. You know what I'm saying? We throwing boulders in glass houses. You told that white woman that was to be your Coretta Scott King. Nigga, is that Christ-like? And this leads to my leading theory, everybody. Chalk me down, pin it down, everybody. My leading theory is that there are multiple Ray J's. I think that Ray J is not a singular person. I think Ray J is an idea. I think that there are a bunch of Ray J androids running around because he be everywhere. He be on the Castanet stream, and then 20 minutes later, he in there with Ray J, he in there with Kev on Stage and them, and it's just too much ground to be covered by one nigga. Taylor Swift got to take a plane everywhere. What the fuck is Ray J taking to get to all these places in these timely manners? Also, Kev might need to get off the stage for once. I don't know. I didn't even know Kev on Stage was Christian. I ain't heard a nigga say one thing about God, man. He don't never big up Jesus. I ain't never seen that. I never seen him talk about the resurrection ever in my life. I never seen this nigga celebrate Easter. Only thing I've heard from Kev on Stage, no disrespect, with all due respect, the only thing I know about Kev on Stage is that nigga be talking about Tampico and shit on Facebook. It's like, hey, if you drink this, you was in the ghetto. Like, They was reading tweets verbatim, like on video. Yo, I didn't came on stage is like, now if your mama made you tomato soup with the grilled cheese, you was in the ghetto. I don't think Kev on stage was in the ghetto, man. No disrespect. NLE Chopper said that Jonathan Majors was bringing up Megan Good because they had he said he had a crush on Megan Good before back in I don't know, whenever. Megan was like, oh, he too young for me. And John kept bringing it up. I don't know. That has nothing to do with me. But I will say, what a weird flex. Yo, look at my John I got with it because I allegedly beat up another woman and she came to my defense. Like, stop bringing her up, boy. For niggas really start Googling. Yeah, no, they talking about bringing that nigga back as Kang the Conqueror, because he conquered them allegations. And he was dancing like he was in a fraternity. And the nigga was doing the Theta Nu Theta in that one video. It was like, yeah, we gotta get him back as Kang, man. We gotta get him back as Kang ASAP. But yeah, man, this has been Monday is Mine. I'm Big Hallelujah, the identified black male. I'm on posters everywhere. If you haven't seen them yet, it's because big pharma and big technology is hacking into your neural link and they stopping you from seeing me, bro. Wake up! See you guys next week. Be safe. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Monday is Yours, where I answer everybody's questions and we do fucking Gladiator battle, but not Gladiator 2. The movie was ass. Try this out. Question number 1. Of all the people I thought the internet would cancel, I never thought it would be Tyler, the Creator. What the fuck? Hey, bro. I think this is a great time for artists to remember that America is like 63% white people. And so by that number, the most amount of people that would be buying your music when you're mainstream is gonna be white people. And so when you want to post about black people stuff, a lot of the white people not gonna know what you're talking about. And then you're gonna get mad. Remember that. Also, I love that nigga, but let's not act like Tyler, the Creator, did not build this. He did not make the sandwich. He was saying a lot of crazy things, and the people who was liking them crazy things are the niggas who was drinking the Monster Energy drinks and stuff, man. I don't know. They had a lot of R-word bars. They had a lot of stuff going on back then, a lot of anti-black things going on, and those niggas stuck around. They stuck around. And now he's a little upset. Your digital footprint always wins, no matter what. There's no outrunning it. The things you said on the internet back in whatever will follow you until the ends of time, till the internet no longer exists, till AIs destroy the net and we go back to living like fucking cavemen. Shout out to Cyberpunk. Also, while we on the topic, if we getting anybody out here, get Childish Gambino too. Childish Gambino, I'm not gonna get Childish Gambino out of here. I will say that nigga had a very crazy Asian fetish and it bled through his music so bad, bro. Like that nigga was talking about Asian women all the time. And it wasn't even hidden. It wasn't like he was saying shit like, is it racist if I say she tastes like edamame? Are there Asian girls here? Minority Report. What is he talking about? Asian girls everywhere. UCLA. He was fiending. He was fiending, bro. And it was crazy. And I think that shit is so funny when you go back and listen to his music. That nigga was not hiding that shit. He was freaked out in the open. I rear-ended a nigga. Instead of calling the police, he asked for my IG. I'm assume that you bad. And I'm gonna ask for your IG too, because you hit my car and I lose all anger and only want to know how to contact you further. You might got that wham back there and I need to know what's going on. That Victoria's Secret fashion show, man, I was standing up screaming at the TV like it was Game 7. Wasn't Angel Reese out there? I seen a clip of Angel Reese walking. Oh yeah, that picture of Angel Reese as soon Lee staying next to. Hey, listen, dog, I'm not gonna lie. You ever watch the old Looney Tunes when the nigga started banging on the table and shaking the plates and the steam came out his ears and the nigga turned red and he was like, "Ooh, no bullshit." When I see Angel Reese walking down that aisle, I knew the junk was back there. Don't get me wrong. But I don't know what it was. When I saw it that time, I was just like, damn, that shit, it looked like it was an impact font. Like it's like somebody bolded it. Like it was in italics and bold and underlined. I was like, damn, that shit moving. But yeah, shout out to them, man. That was a good fashion show. I don't know shit about fashion. I was just looking at the ass. I'm so sorry, everybody. Kim Kardashian, what are you plotting? The downfall of the black man is what she's plotting. That is what she's always been plotting. They have never hidden that agenda. They've always been on that. And it's crazy that every year we ask, what are they doing over there? Kris Jenner is the devil. Kris Jenner is linked up with the devil. She signed a contract in blood on an old piece of parchment apartment. And it is somewhere in her apartment. It's somewhere in her house, in a safe somewhere, a safe hidden behind a painting of George Washington or some inconspicuous thing that you'd never think to move. It's a safe behind that painting. And in that painting is a fucking paper made from human skin and signed in blood. Is an unfucking known language lost to the annals of time. And it's between Kris Jenner and the devil. And I don't know what it entails because I can't read that. But I know it's there. And I know that she moves fast. She also teleports. She sold her own daughter. Man, before she come get me. Imagine getting murdered and watching one of them little true crime YouTubers recap your murder from heaven. Like, it'd be people lusting after the killer and shit. I would haunt so many people. Yo, dying now, I feel like they probably don't be handing out the haunting pass anymore. I feel like niggas have abused the haunting. And now when you die, they'd be like, yo, back in the day, niggas got haunting passes for free. Like anybody was getting a haunt. But nowadays, so many niggas that ran it up, they done PP loaned out the haunt pass. We don't really want niggas to go haunt anymore, because you can't tell me that nigga that committed suicide after he was gooning in that drive-through and they be playing the video back and forth. You can't tell me that nigga ain't got a poltergeist or somebody. Like, if you go back to that bikini coffee shop, I'm sure they be finding cups thrown all around and shit. He haunting there. You probably, if you pull up there and you drive a Dodge Challenger, your shit probably shut off immediately. That nigga probably haunt your car and make it so you can't even go through there. And he done so much probably that you can't even go back and haunt no more. Cause the white dude that killed himself, cause he was thinking about like the BBC, which it's real, BBC side, go look it up. Niggas was killing himself over black penis. I'm sure he tried to haunt people and I mean, he not going to heaven. But like, I'm sure the devil was like, nah, we can't let you go haunt, bro. If you go haunt, you got to bring something back. You feel me? You got to bring a soul with you. You can't, niggas going to hunt and they ain't bringing them back. They just sticking around being annoying. Nah. To haunt a motherfucker now, there has to be paperwork signed in advance. We can't just give it out for free no more, because niggas was doing too much bullshit. They coming back to hunt and they not putting in no work. We sent you up here to bring a soul back. You're not bringing no souls back. Now the whole shit in deficit. I'm saying I'm not going to hell, but we got rooms with names on it and nobody in them because y'all motherfuckers up here haunting shit and not bringing nothing back. So we can't give the haunt pass. I'm saying once again, I'm not going to hell. If you see me after you die, you are in heaven. And if you do not see me, you are in hell. It's just that simple. Rest in peace, D'Angelo, man. Absolutely rest in peace to a legend, bro. For real. Shout out Richmond. This is crazy. There's no joke here. It's that sad. I would hate to be Ohtani. Like, I know they be testing that nigga after every game. How's the nigga that good? I said this shit before we started recording. I'm not testing this nigga for drugs. What I'm doing is I'm going back through this nigga's family history and I'm going to see who was tall. Because if I go back and I see that there was no tall niggas in this nigga's family tree and he just happened to be 6'4", bro. I'm calling bullshit. Somebody did something here. I want to see where this nigga was born. Show me where he was conceived. Yup. Show me the bed them niggas was fucking on. I gotta see it, because I don't believe it. I think something happened here. I think you niggas cheated. Nah, that nigga's crazy though. We watching Timbaland undo his legacy one corny ass move at a time. Holy shit. Yo, I'm telling you, bro, the nigga look weird and he gonna do weird shit. I knew it, bro. I knew it. I've hated Timbaland for a long time. I love when I hate a nigga and he just happened to also be horrible. I feel vindicated. I feel like you can't tell me nothing at that point. I start naming shit that has nothing to do with the current situation, bro. I'll be like, y'all forgot this nigga low key, some shit that had nothing to do with why niggas is mad. But I'm gonna throw it in there. You know what I'm saying? Because I hated this nigga for that. And now he did this too. So I got to get it off. But yeah, I hated Timbaland for a long time. On to the comments. We got a bunch of laughing emojis from everybody. Shout out to all the laughing emojis. We are funny. Fluffy says, I'm not doing no parlays this season. Everybody is liable to fuck my tickets up and I don't have the patience. Nah, you got to keep gambling, bro. 99% of gamblers stop right before they win big. Did you know that? Did you know that, brother? Did you know that you are that close to cashing out on $1 million quadrillion? Keep gambling. Never stop gambling. Always keep gambling, bro. Jamie, pull up that picture where the fucking minor man is clanging against the fucking junk. He's right there at the diamonds, but he gives up. That's you right now, bro. You close. You this close, man. $1,000 on Tyrese Halliburton next season. My Bob says, y'all don't put Dukes on y'all sandwiches. I'm gonna be honest with you, dog. I don't know what Dukes are. I don't know what that is. It's mayonnaise? Okay. All I know is Hellman's and Miracle Whip, which apparently, according to my white friends, Miracle Whip is not mayonnaise. My whole life, I thought that was mayonnaise. I was like, this is mayonnaise. I saw the consistency of actual mayonnaise. It was like, ew, nigga, y'all putting this shit on stuff? Nigga's crazy. I see why niggas was kidnapping niggas back in the day. Fluffy says Hellman's or Dukes is crazy as a bitch. I'm telling you, like, those are your two choices, my nigga. Like, oh my God, repent. T says, what the fuck is Dukes? I don't know. Niggas just put me on to Dukes. I wasn't duking my sandwiches. No pause. Super Scrub Ninja says loneliness leads to evil ways, laziness leads to shortcuts and efficiency, but both at the same time. AI sitcoms and girlfriends wait for the AI news channel. They got AI doing the WWE storylines. They hired a nigga to work with the AI. The AI, they said the first storyline that this shit shot out was Bobby Lashley should return to the WWE and be obsessed with Japanese culture in like manga and shit. And I have to say, that's a steaming pile of dog shit. And don't do it. Yeah, man. The AI shit is gonna be crazy. You ever like play the game Cyberpunk, man, or watch the Cyberpunk anime? It's really cool. They talk about like how the rogue AIs destroyed the internet. I think that shit is very funny. I think that, you know, we're a little bit on the way there. They just had to ban OpenAI from using Martin Luther King's likeness because niggas was doing nonsense with it. Which brings me to my next thought was, hey, how about we do that for everybody? You know what I'm saying? You should not be able to type in Keanu Reeves punching the fuck out of fucking Ellen DeGeneres. As funny as that may be to look at, I don't think you should be able to do that. The Bahama Llama says, of course, no one is coming after you. You're poor as is, shadow banned or something. So if I was shadow banned, you wouldn't be able to see this. Also, that's the wrong York. Minor spelling mistake. I win. Lamonte G says the Swifties just always sound weak compared to the others. Shout out to my big bro, alley-ooping on that nigga. You just got dunked on, nigga. Phil Collins, I'm sorry, I feel like old as fuck trying to read some of these names, man. Phil Collins 4358 says, honestly, don't like Hassan, but they're really trying too hard to bring him down over something that isn't even clear based on the video. He had plenty of controversy. White people love dogs. I don't know how to tell you this. If I was hanging off a cliff and a dog was hanging off a cliff and my savior just so happened to be of fairer skin, that motherfucker would let me fall and die and get that dog. If it was two dogs in me, he would get the first dog, come back and get the second dog. They love dogs. They value it more than human lives. I don't know how. I'm so dead ass. I'm not even kidding. It's so funny. Fear said, well, the difference about this is he's not disciplining his dog for going on the couch. He's forced the dog to sit in one position. Man, it's not your dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not your dog. Move on. It's not your dog. You know, nobody's telling you that your dog is not your dog. He bought that dog. I'm not saying he should do whatever the fuck he want to it, but it's his dog, man. Who cares? Hassan isn't white, he's Arab. Did I say Hassan was white? Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to say that. His name don't even sound white. His name is Hassan. Jamie NCACW says he supports pedophiles and terrorist organizations and has publicly said multiple times to incite violence. This is H3H3 on the alt account. This is Ethan Klein on the alt account, everybody. This nigga, I'm telling you, this is Ethan Klein on the alt account. I don't know how he got on here. I don't know how he found my video. This is H3H3 podcast on the alt account. I'm telling you, this is him right there. If you want to go reply to it, it's Ethan. Say, hey, Ethan. Draco gang leader, that's a crazy name. Come on, bro. Draco gang leader. What gang? Says you don't fuck with dogs. I like dogs, man. I like my dogs. I don't like random dogs. Do you like random dogs? I don't like random. I like my dog. He's a part of my family. And I probably wouldn't put a shot collar on that nigga and make him sit in one spot. That's my dog. Ever since that last tour was her farewell tour, it turns out. Oh, it's my Taylor. Yeah, no, she definitely gonna make another album and do another tour. Like she on that. She gonna get on another plane to go to the bathroom too. Niggas try to sweep that one under the rug. She ruining the environment. And then she putting out bad music. She double ruining the environment. That shit, that album was so ass, it went straight to the ozone and burnt a hole in it. Nobody wanted to listen to that. Nate Jacobs says, I knew I was a fan for a reason. Yeah, we don't use AI, man. Nothing about us is AI generated. Except if you see me do something wrong, you like, Oh, why would he do that? That was AI generated. Somebody made that and I never did that. If you see me texting a white woman, AI generated. Never happened. It's not me. No screenshots of me are real. It's all AI generated. Even on Spotify, I'm playing a random playlist and there's AI artists on there. I'm so mad. Them niggas are now to the point where like they don't want to pay artists so bad, they're just making them. And I think that is crazy, man. Yeah, the AI music will hit you fast. It will hit you hard and you won't know what's happening until you're halfway through the song because you're probably multitasking. And by the time you figure it out, you've already given Spotify revenue. Drink water. Ben says, hey, I'm on Reddit and I got 3 bitches. Hey, yo, I'm telling you right now, don't post that on there. They gonna dox you. They gonna come get you, man. You are a rare breed. Don't post that shit on there. They gonna come get you, I swear. Shout out to my boy Ben J, man. Weka Manny says, I had no idea about the grooming allegations. Me neither. I never heard of that before. When I saw that, I was like, nigga, she did this 3 times? What's going on? Sandra says they're calling her a PDF file. Yes, they went nuts. That was so ass. They brought up oh my God. My sister and neighbor are big Swifties and neither one of them have any pushback when I said I heard it wasn't good. I almost want to call the homie Brooke, who is a huge Taylor Swift fan. I don't know if you know what? Give me a second. I'm gonna send a message. If she reply back before the end of this, I'm gonna do it. But until then, let's continue on with our hatred. 2 rappers and Jamal says, peace and love. I got sick last week and couldn't do the interview. Are you free this Saturday to interview? Shout out to 2 rappers and Jamal. I hope you feeling well, man. Get back on track. I hate being sick. I despise it greatly. I haven't been sick in so long. And hey, thank God for that, because I'm telling you, the next time I sneeze, it's up, nigga. I might just, you know what I'm saying? Erica Simone says, I don't know any of these people. Is that okay? That is perfectly fine. These are people that if you are chronically online, you would know. And if you are not, you are outside touching grass, having a good time with your friends and family, you probably won't know these people like that. And that's perfectly fine and normal. Shout out to Erica Simone for being well-adjusted and nice. Alder says he's also addressed this specifically multiple times in the past. He doesn't have a shock collar. The dog got his claws stuck in the orthopedic bed. He told her to lay back down. That's it. And then Miguel replies, says, it was a shock collar. He taped the shocking part over. It's not okay to make your dog stay on a bed all day when he... All right, so neither of y'all niggas know whether it's a shock collar or if it's not a shock collar. So, you know, in cases like that, you just believe what you want to believe. You know what I'm saying? And you go part ways and you just leave that there amicably. But... who cares? It's not your dog. It's not your dog. You didn't buy that dog. You didn't raise that dog. Alder says it's a vibration collar. All right, now we saying random shit. I don't know what that means. I don't know what the fuck. You got it. Okay, Miguel says it's not a vibrator collar. Okay, Miguel, you were thinking of something else because he did not say no vibrator, man. Nobody was talking about vibrators. What Miguel on, man? Miguel says look up XQC says it's a shock collar. Okay. Never listen to XQC about anything. I'm not even going to explain to you who that is. Just don't listen to him. He's not, no. I got to get off these niggas. They argue for mad long. Okay, but if the Michael Vick was dogfighting, that's way different. All right, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I was propagandized. I thought that it was his brother doing the dogfighting. I did not know if Michael Vick was doing the dogfighting. Yeah, no, Michael Vick, go ahead, get him out of there. Ben said, bro, I bought my girl a new apartment because the landlord disrespected my cat. It's true. I'm telling you, niggas, white people was willing to make great moves and sacrifices for them animals, bro. Like, I'm telling you, like, niggas will move to a different state. If they said right now that you couldn't have a fucking border collie in the state of Virginia, niggas would move to West Virginia in less than 24 hours to keep that damn dog. And I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? If they told you if you had to go down the street and it would save me from getting shot, you probably wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Tylon the Ninja says, dogs give unconditional love. Humans don't. That's why they care more about dogs, because why would you hurt something that only gives unconditional love? Okay, but like they give you that, right? Because you're providing shelter and food, right? And they're domesticated. So like it's completely transactional. You could get non-transactional, unconditional. You don't have a mom? Like, you got a best friend, my nigga? Like, damn, bro. They got a hard life, gang. They care more about animals than actual humans, including their own kind, which is even crazier. I'm telling you, bro, I did not know that this would spark so much outrage within the dog-loving community. These niggas have coming out in droves. Raging Dragon Noir says, I care more about animals than people because people have become narcissistic, greedy, and entitled. Keep this nigga in the house. Please do not let him come outside with the rest of us normal, adjusted people and stay inside with his fucking 4 Malamutes, bro, because this is crazy. This nigga said, yo, he gonna kill somebody. No disrespect. Like, you can, like, come on, bro. Like, you've not, like, what happened to you, bro? Like, nobody was cool with you? Since so many people want to deny he shocked his dog, what is this? Mind you, this is from his streams years ago. I'm not looking at that. I don't care. Mario Jr. says, Cam Scatterbo asks all my white sports fan neurons. He's fun, bro. He's fun to watch. He don't got long, but he's fun to watch. I like watching Cam Scatterbo. The Wiz says Cam got 4 good years. It might be less than that. That nigga be throwing his whole head in the niggas. Pause. She the best ever, bro, for real. I'm telling you. Asia really is her. She is, bro, the greatest. The power of matrimony. All I'm saying is Defensive Player of the Year with a scoring title is actually ludicrous. It is. That's not normal. That's not some shit that you just wake up and do, nigga. That's nuts. That's insane. You're stopping the most possessions while scoring the most? Nigga, what is... And says, go, absolutely. Gargar says, what Asia did don't even sound like it makes sense. She really went crazy this series. I know that married couple is sick. They went home and argued. And she said, this is what I've been talking about in our marriage counseling. You don't take the first step. You don't help on the defense on the backside. My boy Lo, I love you, Lo. Thank you for coming through in the comments. Did I just finish?
Cool.
Yeah, I did. Oh my, all right, fuck you, man. And that'll be a wrap for Monday is Yours, man. We answered all the questions. We did all the comments. There was quite a lot of comments this time. A lot of niggas here for Hassan Piker and his dog. Didn't know that was gonna be the hot episode on the block, but niggas hate Hassan and they love dogs. So this was just craziness to have happen. As we do always, thank you for commenting. Please comment again. Get involved. If you hate me, comment and we can argue some more. I'll do it every day. And if you love me, comment and I'll love you back more, even though I already love you. If you're watching this on Patreon, you are the lifeblood of the show. You keep Monday is Mine and Monday is Yours going with your support, and we need you. We want you platonically. If you're watching this through the clips, or you bootlegged it, which if you're bootlegging my shit, that mean I made it. So I'm kind of hyped about that. Shout out to you. Go subscribe to the Patreon. It's $3. You don't need that. I need it. Give it to me. Don't make me run in your pockets. I wouldn't do that. Wink, wink. But yeah, man, you guys be safe out there. Have fun. Be great. And I'll see you guys next week.